this OBS Studio, how we can install this OBS Studio and start using this. So this OBS Studio we can install from, we can download and install from their official website. I have given link here, Windows 64-bit version as well as 32-bit version. So this 32-bit version works on Windows 7 or before that, whereas this Windows 64-bit version works on latest platforms from Windows 8, Windows 10 onwards. Okay? So this installing OBS Studio is not at all difficult. It is a exe file, so you can install with some 2 or 3 clicks. What we can use this OBS for, what are all purpose we can use this is, it is a basically recording your screen. Whatever screen you open, it will record that, and you can go live on Facebook, you can go live on YouTube and so on. So this is very useful. So let's quickly see how we can use this OBS for recording our lecture and for going live on different platforms. Okay. Fine. So I will go and explain here. So on Google, you just type OBS. So if you type OBS, the first website we get here is Open Broadcaster Software. So just click on this Open Broadcaster Software. Then what you see here is this Windows, Mac operating system and Linux. So it is available for all platforms. So we can download it. Okay, no problem. So you just click on this Windows. If you click on this Windows, it will start. It is around 70 MB. You can click save. I have already downloaded. So you are downloading first time, then click save and it will be downloaded to your computer. So now I cancel it. After downloading, you just install it. Once you install, how this look like is this one. So if you see this, so here you can see that there is a OBS Studio. So this is the logo of OBS Studio. Okay, you can just click on that. Once we click on that, okay. So once we click on this OBS Studio, then what we see is similar to like this. But first time you may not able to see these screens. What you are seeing my face and this window capture and so on. So this is after you opening this, what we have to do is we have to add some sources. So if you see here, this is called sources. You have sources here and scenes here, and you have audio mixer, and what you have here is controls. Okay, this control buttons, audio mixer and sources. So you can see that while I am speaking, this is scrolling low and up and so on. Okay, that shows that it is capturing our voice. And what you have here, these sources, I have 3 sources here. One is video capture device, and the other one is audio input capture. Okay, that means I'm using my headphones, so I added audio capture so that it captures our audio better. Then display capture. So this display capture is most important. So what is meant by this display capture? If you add this display capture, it will, whatever screen you open from your computer, it will be recorded during your record mode, and it will be shown during your live stream. Okay, so this display capture we have to add, and video capture we have to add if you want your face to be displayed. That is, video capture means basically it is a webcam. If you don't want to put your face, you want to only record your lecture, then you don't need to add this video capture, right? So now I will remove this and I will add you. For example, this display capture I will remove. Okay. So I have removed this display capture. Now you can see that there is a only black screen is there, and of course my face is there because I have still added video capture. Now click on this plus symbol. So if you click on this plus symbol, here you can see that there is a display capture. So this display capture and window capture, there are 2 things. Small difference between window capture and display capture is that in window capture, what is that it will capture only a particular window, just like what you do it in Zoom or Google Meet. So when you share the screen, only that screen will be visible to others. So suppose you are dealing with more than 1 or 2 screens, and if you forgot to share the another screen, then it won't be visible for them if you select this window capture. So this window capture is basically, it captures only a particular screen which you selected. Okay, So whatever screen you select, only that will be visible. Remaining screen, if you open, it won't be visible. Only that screen will be visible. Whereas in display capture, if we use this one, whatever uh, window you open from your computer, that will be recorded. Okay, so that means it is actually capturing each and everything whatever you are opening. So a small thing you should remember here, when we have selected this display capture, make sure that no personal file, no important information is open on your computer, so that others won't be seen when you by mistake open those files and so on. Okay, so click on this display capture. Now click OK. So once you click on this, you will see something called this infinite screen. Okay, so you can adjust accordingly. You can make it how small it is and how bigger it is. Okay, so you can put it accordingly and you can adjust in that way. Okay, suppose I put this, then this is my first screen and my you can see that my some face is not visible. So that is because here display capture is first and video capture is second. So they, you can call it one, this display capture is above my webcam. So what I will do, I will just drag it and now you can see that my face is above this screen and the display capture is background to that, so that my face won't be disturbed. Okay, fine. So these two things we require. One is this display capture and the other one is video capture. Okay, so this video capture is simple. Just again click video cap plus and go to this video capture button and click OK. Your webcam will be activated, right? So in this way you can uh, of course I can remove my display capture and I can show it, uh, but it is same as just adding any source. You can add so many other sources. Here you can see that audio input capture is there. Then you can also add browser. So if you add browser, whatever, for example, YouTube, you can add browser here, that will be displayed here. Okay, and you can also image slideshow is there. Media source you can add text, some text. Yeah, if you want to put on some scrolling text and so on, you can add that. Right. Fine. So these are the different sources you can add, but just remember that when you add, you can adjust these screens in such a way that they don't overlap one on the other, right? So if you pull it this to complete, then your face may not be visible, right? So you adjust your screens in such a way that everything is properly visible. So if you set these settings, then you are ready to start your lecture. So whatever you are recording, it will be displayed on this part and your face will be here. Okay, now so many people have doubt how to share PPT and so on using this OBS. It is very simple. After setting this, now you open your PPT and you start explaining. Okay, and you can see here there is a, at present you can see here there is stop recording, because I have already, this lecture is I am preparing using OBS, so this is already in recording mode. So you press start record, then whatever you open it will be visible. Okay, so click on start recording, then open your PPT. Now I will show how we can do it. Open your PPT and you can start explaining those things. And remember, why you open any screen, your face won't be visible to yours. Just like in Zoom, you can see your face also there, but while streaming or while recording in OBS, your face won't be visible, but in final output it will be visible. Okay, here you can see your face, but when I open some screen, now I will open some screen here. For example, I open this PPT. Okay, so this PPT I opened. Now then I am going, I started now explaining that today we are going to discuss about preparation of online lecture through OBS and so on. So I just keep on talking everything. So right now I am not seeing my face, I am seeing only this PPT. Okay, but in output definitely my face will be there where I have arranged that position and so on. Right, now just escape this and go back here. Okay, now you can stop that recording. Once you stop that recording, your file will be there. That file you can see from here, you can show recordings. So if you click on show recordings, then whatever files you have recorded, that will be there. For example, I can open this. So like this, you can see that whatever I have explained, The final output will be like that, right? Fine. So we have learned how to install OBS, then how to add some sources. So there is a here scenes. So what is meant by scene? Scene is collection of more than sources, one or two sources. So this source, it is my scene 2. If you see my scene 2 too, what I have kept it here is my face I kept this side. So that whenever I click on this, my face will be here. Whenever I click on this, my face will be here. I can adjust anywhere. So these scenes you can create in such a way that whenever there is a text behind you, if it is covering, then you can change to this mode and you can start explaining. But this scenes is little advanced version. You don't require at present for a basic one. What you do is you just remember to add your video capture, means webcam, if you require. If you don't require your webcam, it's fine. Okay. And important thing what is required is you add your display capture. If you add your display capture, everything whatever you open, it will be recorded on your OBS. Okay. So just add display capture and open your PPT file. Then you start explaining that, it will be recorded in output. And once you stop recording, you go here and you will find show recordings, that your recorded video will be there immediately. Whereas in Zoom, it takes some time to convert your recorded video, but within seconds, this will be readily available. Okay. You can not only stopped one, you can see if it is continuously going on, that video also we can see. Okay. This is about very simple, that how to add some source and how to record. The moment you can start record, it will record everything. The moment you stop, it will stop recording. Okay. Now we will go to how we can go live on this OBS using OBS. For that, we should know some settings which is required. So click on this settings button. This settings, if we click, settings will open. Here you can see that there are some general settings and stream, output, audio, video, hotkeys, means shortcut keys. You can use this shortcut keys without going to OBS. You can, for example, here what I have done, for start recording, I have pressed this tilde button, and stop recording, I have used this end key. So whenever moment I press end key, it stops recording. I can also pause. You can have choice to pause recording as well as unpause recording and so on. If you want to change scenes, you can use this keys, so that you can change your scenes immediately, right? So for everything, you have a option, you have a shortcut key. We can start using, right? So now what you should know is this output. So in output, that means how much video bitrate it require and how much audio bitrate is required. Usually, when you install first time, it will give auto settings. You can always select that auto settings. They are more than sufficient for basic user. Later, you can change those settings. Okay. Now, I will explain here how you can go streaming. That means how we can go live using this OBS. For that, we have to click on this stream button. Here, you have to select which one you want to. There is a YouTube, Facebook, Restream, Twitter, and so many other are there. If you click on this show all, number of platforms are available. You can stream on any platform. But what we usually do is on YouTube or Facebook, we will go live in general. But many people uses this Twitch, which is one of the famous platform to deliver, and YouTube, Facebook, and so on. Twitter is also there. So I'll explain how we can go with YouTube. So select this YouTube. Now what we have to do is we have to give this stream key. So where we will get stream key is we have to go to our YouTube channel. So I'll go to YouTube. So once you go to YouTube, there on this top right corner, what you will see is this plus symbol you will see. Okay. So if you click on this plus symbol, okay, so just click on that plus symbol. What you will see here is upload a video. This is also most important. So assume that you have recorded your video using OBS. Now you are ready. You have a MP4 file. You want to upload to your YouTube. Then you click on this YouTube upload video. It will ask what is the name and who can see and so on. So you, with basic, after entering those basic values, it will be uploaded to your YouTube channel. Now what we will discuss here is go live. Go live means this is for going live on YouTube, or you can say stream. So you click on this go live. So if I click on this go live, it will take to this page. Okay. So there will be stream, webcam, manage, and so I have used already some settings. If you want, you can use those settings, or you can dismiss and start using another setting. So for example, I click this reuse settings. So if we use this reuse settings, I have given some title. You can see that there is a new stream, and what is the title? Question and answer session on Google Form, Microsoft Forms, and so on. Okay. If you want, you can change this. I can write here whatever title I want. Okay. So let me write that title. So I'll write here demo on OBS and YouTube Live. Okay, or demo on YouTube Live through OBS. You can write. Now, who can watch this video? That public or unlisted or private. So, if you want, you can put it public. Anyone have that from they can start watching. If you want, you can add a description what this streaming is all about. For example, you can say that in this demo, in this live, you are going to. So, in this live session, we are going to learn how to go live on YouTube through OBS. Something like that I have written. Then it is select the education, what type of thing, when it is, when you require this, and so on. Okay, and you can add thumbnails if necessary, whether it is made for kids and so on. Now you can start creating. So once we start creating, it takes some few seconds. So now it is ready. So what you can do here is you have a stream settings. So now this live is set. So we have to attach this live to our OBS. For that, what you require is, if you see here, there is something called stream key. So here you have a stream key is available. Okay. So you copy this stream key and paste it in OBS. Okay. So I will copy this stream key. Okay, if you want, you can see this and you can hide that. So click on copy. Now you go back to your OBS. Here you control V, paste it. So if we paste this, you can check if you want it is correct or not. So hide, right? Then apply and press OK. So now we are done. We have created a stream on YouTube and we have attached that stream key to our OBS. So now you can say that you click on this start stream. So if you see it here, there is an option called start stream. So if we click on that start stream, we are ready to stream YouTube live through this OBS. So I'll click on this start stream. Now you can see that after pressing, it says that stop stream. That means now we are streaming. Whenever you are finished, we can press this stop streaming. Okay, fine. Now let's go back to YouTube, where how we can see that before going live, we can see some settings whether they are correct or not. So you can see that here it says excellent connection. So connection is good, and at present we are in preview mode. So if everything is correct, I'm sorry. So if everything is correct, then just before going live, make sure whether everything is correct or not. So this, if you observe here, it is preview mode. You are not actually, as of now, you are not live. So if you think that all settings are correct, we can go live. Then you come to this top button. So you can see here top right, there is option called go live. So if you just click on this go live button, we are ready to go live. So I will click on this go live. Okay. So you can see here going live. So it says you are live now. So whoever watching my YouTube channel, they can see that I am going live right now, right? Fine. Now, if I want to, if I want to share this YouTube live to someone else, then what you have to do is there is a option here, this sharing option. Okay. So you just click on this share button. Okay. So you will get this YouTube link. You copy this and share with anyone you want. Okay. So now suppose I will paste here. So if I paste that link here, there will be small short 1 or 2 seconds delay will be there. So if I click on plus, you can see that there is 1 or 2 just 10 to 15 seconds delay will be there. So you can see that in this way you can go live without any difficulties. If you have proper internet connection, we can go live. Okay. So and people whoever somebody said here, hello sir. So whoever want to have chat, they can chat with this here, and then they can start asking their doubts and so on. So in this way one can easily go live without any problem. And once you finished your live, you should end that. So what you have to do here is you can go and click on uh, I can say I'll write here, suppose this is only for demo purpose only. Okay, we will see you all at 4 p.m. Okay, I can type, then they will see what I have written there. Now we will just close this stream. So to close this stream, what you have to do is you go to end stream, click on end stream. It will ask, are you sure you want to end? Click on end. Now we have our stream is ended, right? So, and come here, you can stop streaming, right? So in this way one can easily go live on YouTube or live on Facebook and so on. So going through Facebook is also same. What you have to do is you go to your Facebook. In that Facebook channel, you find that streaming key. Go live. You click on go live. Then uh, find stream key and attach here. So every time on any platform, if you want to go live through this OBS, what you have to do is you should find stream key from that platform and attach here. That so that you are ready to go and so on. So in this way we can go live also, right? So I hope in this lecture we have demonstrated how to install OBS and how to use this OBS. That means by how to add sources. You can add source like display capture, video capture. If you have good earphones or anything, then audio capture you add. If you don't add audio capture, still it captures your voice through this video capture, however you are talking. But there may be small noise from outside. So if you have even your earphones or headphones, you can use. Then you can add this audio input capture. Okay, these are the some of the things one should know for as a basic user. Later onwards, once you start using it, there are number of options are available in this OBS. For example, filter is there. I'll just show once for this video capture. Right click on anything, you can go to filters. So if you go to filters, what I have added here is chroma key. Chroma key means it removes our background, and uh, you can go just like transparent. You can in that way you can add. There are so many other filters also available. If you click on this plus symbol, you can see that chroma key is there. Color correction, suppose sometimes your color video recording color is completely different. At that time you can add this color correction, crop or pad and so on. These are all some different little advanced versions which one can learn on your own once you start using those things. So I don't explain now, I skip those things here, right? And this is a very useful platform because if you record 1 hour, how much time you record? Well, for recording you don't require any internet connection. If you have a laptop or if you have a desktop, then you can start preparing n number of videos without depending on internet. Okay, this OBS doesn't support on mobile because most of the time such things you require desktop or computer. So OBS works only on desktop or computer. And even though preparing some online lecture, mobile may not be that much feasible. That may be the one reason. Okay, fine. So I thank all of you. I hope after seeing this video, you will start using OBS immediately. If you have any difficulties, you are most welcome to ask us. Right?